Good afternoon, traders. It is July 5th. That's Friday. Um, 2019, and the U.S. stock market is closed. Hey, it was kind of a funky Friday. We didn't get uh, hurt today, but it was a funky Friday. The jobs report came out today, and it was really good. There's about over twice as many jobs added to the U.S. economy than had been predicted, and the unemployment figures stayed about the same. Uh, that's good news for the economy. So, what happens? The Dow opens down this morning. Initially down over 100 points, and then it went quite a bit lower here in the first 2 hours, and then it comes back and officially closes negative 44. So, why does the Dow open lower when we have great news on the economy? Well, that's a logical question, but of course, stocks never move logically. And if you want to believe the logic of the analysts, it's something like this. Well, if the job situation is so good, that indicates a very strong economy. And if the economy is really strong, the Fed may have to raise interest rates to cool it off. And of course, the stock market hates higher interest rates. So, instead of opening up like you would expect, the market opens down. Personally, I tend to discount this convoluted reasoning. I think, based on my nearly 30 some years of experience, that markets are perverse and illogical, and they usually will do exactly the opposite of what you think they're going to do. And today was no exception. We were kind of lucky today because right after the open, our open trade equity had dropped from just um, 100 or so on Wednesday to negative over $5,000 shortly after the open. But that came back before we got out, and we ended up getting out with negative $327, which is basically nothing. So that was about where we were on the close Wednesday. So I wasn't upset about that. We got into 6 new positions today. 3 were positive, 3 were negative, and we're holding over the weekend negative 500 some dollars. So, you know, negative 300 on closeout, negative 500 on open trade. That's not, you can't even hardly call that a losing day. So I was given these crazy gyrations that you see in the Dow. I was actually pretty happy with that performance. We did have a couple good trades, which is why we were not damaged too bad. There's actually 3 of them. I'm only going to show 2 of them. Um, this first one is Fate, Fate. That's Fate Therapeutics. I don't know if I would want to patronize a company calling themselves Fate Therapeutics for my medical needs. Nevertheless, that is what the company call themselves, and we did pretty well with this uh, company today. We had bought this on Wednesday, um, the last hour of actual trading. Remember that it was a short session on Wednesday. It ended actually 3 hours early, and but we still closed with a profit on Wednesday, and then it popped up there very nicely today. We got out and it sold off, so that was we did this very well, and we took out $1,600 out of Fate Therapeutics, and then one of the other three good trades that we had was BRZU, which is basically Brazil's stock market. And we bought this right out of the gate. I mean, like on the open. Normally we don't do that, but the short session that we had on Wednesday plays havoc with our algorithm, and I really haven't been able to figure out how to write the algorithm to eliminate that, so I just take the trade when it happens, and so I bought BRZU right on the open this morning. It turned out to be pretty good as it kept going up and held its price throughout the day, and we are holding positive $1,800 in Brazil. So that's not so bad. Anyway, that's the way it went on a Freaky Friday, and you guys have a fantastic weekend. I'll be back here on Monday trading as usual.